Ashley, and I am one of the priests at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church. And in this season of Advent, the season of preparation and anticipation, of hope and longing, we're asking ourselves, how does a weary world rejoice? To reflect further on this question, we're engaging this practice of visio divina, which is a Latin phrase that means divine seeing. So quick intro to this practice. Visio divina is not about analyzing art, but experiencing it and giving space for holy imagination. If you feel your mind wandering somewhere else, just take another breath and let that thought pass like a ship on the horizon and return to yourself without shame or force. We'll begin by offering a poem as prayer, then a time of guided meditation through art, and finally a statement from the artist about their intention and hope in this creation. So take a moment to get comfortable in your space, to sink into your chair, to feel your body supported by where you're sitting, to rest your feet on solid ground if you can. Let your shoulders sink, your forehead soften, and take a deep breath in and out as we allow the quiet and our breath to fill us. In this first week of Advent, we acknowledge our weariness. So this is a poem of prayer from Reverend Sarah Speed called Wade In. Over time, wind and water will sand down the edges of a stone. For humans, our wind and water is the grief of the world. Stay here long enough, and pieces of you will be pressed upon by life's never-ending stream. It's enough to make you weary. It's enough to make you question. It's enough to make you quiet. And yet the stream continues. So do not be afraid to stand in that water. Wade in. Soak the hem of your jeans. Drip wet footprints through every room in your house. Let the water stains tell your story. And when your body grows weary of swimming, name the stream. Acknowledge your weariness. For eventually, you will pick flowers from the opposite bank. And over again, we'll tell this story. And over again, a weary world will rejoice. Continue breathing deeply as you take in the image. In this moment, simply notice the visual qualities of what you see. Colors, line, shape, form, space, and texture. Now take a deeper look. What parts of the image are your eyes most drawn to? What parts of the image did you quickly brush by or overlook? Look at the figure. What story do you assign to them? What emotions would you give to them? And now, use your imagination. Imagine yourself in this piece. I wonder, where would you be? How would you interact with what surrounds you? Finally, notice your own emotions. How does this image make you feel? This week's art piece is called Make Your Face Shine by Reverend Lisle Garrity. They write, for this Advent series, I created a collection of paintings inspired by the Hubble telescope images of the cosmos. The telescope renderings invite you to peer into worlds unknown. The beauty of it all is a balm for the weary. When you gaze upon the colors of the cosmos, how can you keep from rejoicing? Inspired by the luminescent textures of nebula and star clusters, I painted washes of vibrant colors and metallic gold amidst a backdrop of beautiful blackness. These paintings have become the backgrounds for each of my digital drawings in this series. The day I began working on this image, another mass shooting terrorized our country. This time, it happened at a church preschool. One of the children slain was the pastor's daughter. By the time you read this, there have been more shootings, more unnecessary and completely preventable deaths. The weight of that prediction makes every bone in my body weary beyond repair. As I read and reread Psalm 80 on that day of mourning, I remembered that politeness is not the language of the weary. The psalmist supplied me with the words I wanted to pray, the words I wanted to scream. Wake up your power, God, save us. How long? Then I began to draw. What emerged was a face shining from the cosmos. I imagined God as Holy Mother or Holy Parent weeping for her creation. I imagined the parents weeping for their children who were so suddenly and brutally taken from them. The mere thought of their grief knocks the wind out of me. As I completed the image, I added a flock of doves flying out from the void into which God's tears fall. The doves represent the spirit let loose in our world, flapping their wings into every desperate corner. I added them not as a statement, but as a plea. Please, God, make your face shine so we might be saved. Thanks for being a part of this and for giving yourself this gift of time. Peace be with you.